This is a first-person shooter roguelite set in space, where you blast through waves of enemies, collect loot, and try to survive just a little longer with each run. But is it any good, or just another forgettable shooter? In Deadzone Rogue, every run starts with basic gear and skills. As you push through waves of enemies, you'll pick up new guns, find augments, and slowly build a stronger loadout. Weapons range from simple single-shot pistols to fast-firing automatic rifles, and some carry bonus effects like burning enemies or freezing them solid. Throughout each level, you'll find kiosks where you can upgrade your gear even further. Some upgrades stick with you permanently, like extra health or faster shield recharge times, while others are only good for that one run, giving you temporary buffs like bonus burn damage or skill multipliers. Even though the demo only gives you the first chapter to play, it's addictive enough that losing a run just makes you want to jump right back in. One of the most important things for a roguelite is how it feels to play, and Deadzone delivers here. Movement is tight, gunplay feels quick and punchy, and even with no upgrades, the action stays smooth and responsive. Every time you die, it doesn't feel unfair. Instead, it makes you think, next time, I'll get it right. It's that quick restart mentality that keeps the loop feeling fresh and fun. If you're a fan of games like Returnal, you'll probably appreciate the way Deadzone Rogue keeps the action flowing. However, not everything is great. One major issue is the enemy AI. In the early parts of the demo, enemies sometimes don't react properly. They can stand around clueless or act strangely during fights. This does improve slightly with stronger enemies later on, but it's something that needs tightening up. The augments, while useful, don't do much to shake up the gameplay. They mostly offer number boosts instead of really changing your approach or style. Having augments that actually push you into different strategies would make each run feel a lot more unique. Weapons also feel a little too basic. Most of them shoot regular bullets, with little variation in how they behave. A few more creative weapon types, like energy beams, bouncing projectiles, boomerangs, or explosive lob shots, would add some much-needed variety. Even a secondary weapon slot for crazy gear could help spice things up. The music during combat is another weak point. It's extremely repetitive, so much so that you might find yourself turning the volume down just to avoid hearing the same track on repeat. Elemental effects could use a boost too. Outside of ice and gravity-based attacks, most elemental effects don't do much more than add a little extra damage. They don't really force you to play differently, and that hurts both the depth of combat and the value of certain augments. As for the procedural generation the game promises, it's technically there, but it doesn't feel very dynamic. Rooms mostly look and feel the same across runs, with very slight layout changes. After a while, it starts to feel like you're playing through the same environments over and over. Deadzone Rogue doesn't reinvent the roguelite genre, but it does have some solid foundations. The controls feel good, the shooting is fun, and the core loop is addictive enough to keep you coming back for another run. At the same time, the game could really benefit from more creative weapons, smarter enemy AI, more impactful upgrades, and better music variety. Right now, it's not a must-play, but it's definitely a game to watch, especially if it gets some updates or goes on sale later. If you're in the mood for a simple, easy-to-pick-up shooter that doesn't demand too much brainpower, Deadzone Rogue could be a solid option to keep in your library. That's it for demo review of Deadzone Rogue. Decent shooting, fun gameplay loops, but it's missing that spark to make it a standout hit. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to like and subscribe for more honest takes on the latest games.